Have you ever opened your bank app, looked at your balance, and thought, yeah, I should be investing, but $200 a month isn't going to change my life? You close the app. You tell yourself you'll start when you make more. And then 6 months pass. A year passes, and somehow nothing changes. If that made you slightly uncomfortable, good, because that's exactly where this conversation needs to start. My name is Tanvir, and I spend way too much time thinking about how small financial decisions quietly turn into massive life outcomes. And if you're someone who feels like investing only matters once you are making real money, hit subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, because this mindset is costing you way more than you think. Here's the thing. Most people believe wealth is built by big moves, big salaries, big investments, big moments. That's wrong. Wealth is built by boring consistency started earlier than feels comfortable. That's a few dinners out, a car payment upgrade, some subscriptions you forgot you even had. So let's do the math everyone skips. Let's say you invest $200 a month into a broad market index fund earning a historically average 10% per year. Nothing fancy, no crypto, no day trading, just boring. If you start at 25 and do this until 65, that's $96,000 of your money. Guess what it turns into? Just under $1.4 million. And that's before inflation adjustments, employer matches, or increasing contributions over time. Now, here's what most people don't realize. If you wait just 10 years and start at 35 instead, same $200, same returns. You end up with about $600,000. That 10-year delay costs you $800,000. Not because you invested less, but because you stole time from compound growth. This is where it gets interesting. Compound interest doesn't grow like a straight line. It grows like a snowball rolling downhill. Slow, unimpressive, almost embarrassing at first, and then suddenly uncontrollable. The first 10 years, your money barely moves. It feels pointless, which is exactly why most people quit. Psychologically, our brains are terrible at exponential growth. We're wired to respond to immediate feedback. That's why spending feels good now and investing feels invisible. According to research published by the National Bureau of Economic Research, people systematically undervalue long-term compounding because the rewards feel too delayed to emotionally register. In simple terms, your brain is sabotaging your future self. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Nick, but I don't have $200 a month. I'm just trying to survive. So let's zoom out. The point isn't the number. The point is the habit. Someone investing $200 at 22 will almost always outperform someone investing $1,000 at 35 because the early investor let time do the heavy lifting. Think of money like employees. If you hire one employee early, train them, and let them work for 40 years, they eventually build an entire team under them. But if you wait too long, you're doing all the work yourself. Here's another stat that should make you pause. According to Fidelity, investors who started contributing to retirement accounts before age 30 were 2.3x more likely to retire comfortably than those who started after 35, even when income was similar. Not smarter, not richer, just earlier. And this is where most people mess up. They treat investing like a reward for success, instead of the reason success happens. They say, once I make more, I'll invest. But the people who end up wealthy say, I invest, so I'll make more. Because investing forces discipline. It forces delayed gratification. It forces you to live slightly below your means. And that identity shift, that's where real change starts. So what do you actually do? You automate it. You don't rely on motivation. You don't wait for the perfect time. You set up an automatic investment the same way rent is automatic. Because the most powerful investing strategy isn't stock picking. It's removing yourself from the decision. Start with whatever feels slightly uncomfortable, but not painful. Increase it when you get raises. Never touch it. Never pause it unless you absolutely have to. And understand this, your first few years will feel boring. Your balance will look unimpressive. You'll question whether it's worth it. That's the test. Because one day, without warning, you'll open your account and realize your money made more last year than you did. And at that moment, everything changes. You stop chasing money, and money starts working for you. $200 a month doesn't make you rich overnight. It makes you rich inevitably if you start early enough and stay consistent. And the scariest part, the people who delay this decision don't lose money, they lose time. And time is the one thing compound interest will never forgive you for wasting. Start early. Start boring. Start now.